realised that I was actually two different, separate people. One stoned, glazed and out of touch, the other sober and angry.
A couple of days ago we reported on the unsuccessful boar hunt in Devon, which means there's still around 60 of them roaming the countryside. Our letter line became a sort of advice line with this caller.
This is Doyle Mitchell. I can remember that in the 1930s, 1940s and 1950s, my
drinking. But as the Lib Dem MP Nick Harvey put it on PM last night, Charles's drinking problem has been one of the worst kept secrets at Westminster for many years. Here's how he answered the question when he spoke to PM on the 16th of December. You've been asked about your relationship with alcohol before, and
yes,
on radio phone-ins during the election campaign, I heard listeners sometimes bringing it up, and you answered the questions quite jovially,
yes,
and in your usual way. You like a drink, but it's not a problem. Why do these stories persist?
Well, I think people have to judge by results, and the results under my leadership for this party are good. I don't think that that is actually an issue, and I think people just need to watch the way I can duck myself, just look at the questions that I put at Prime Minister's questions, the regional visits around the country.
Well, as one of our listeners, Alan Ainsworth in Kent, put it in his email today,
by far the most disturbing aspect of the Charles Kennedy matter is the collusion between the news organisations, including by its own admission the BBC, and politicians to keep quiet an issue of obvious electoral significance.
So if everyone knew, why did the media, normally so quick to expose politicians for everything from financial wrongdoing to marital infidelity, not reveal that the leader of the Lib Dems was an alcoholic? I'm joined by the political editor of The Sun, George Pascoe Watson. Was it, Mr. Pascoe Watson, because the media thought this was an illness that didn't need to be revealed?
It's a strange one for us to suddenly be criticised for not revealing the truth about a politician. The truth of the matter is the Sun, along with other newspapers, has in fact talked about Charles Kennedy's drinking problems over the last 2 years, certainly. And the Sun has made great play of it at every party conference for the last 2 years in September. And I think the truth of the matter is it's not our job. It's the job of Lib Dem MPs to raise the issue as they are now doing. We merely report the information that we get if we consider it worthy of public print.
And yet, curiously, I know on our programme today and yesterday and recently, we've spoken off the record to Lib Dem MPs who said, if only the media would expose this. And you can see why some people outside would think this is some kind of strange conspiracy of silence.
Well, that's true. If people genuinely think that they've never read anything about Charles Kennedy's drinking and they've never heard yourselves and other broadcast outlets actually asking him live on air whether he has a drink problem, then of course they would be of that frame of mind. But the truth of the matter is both yourselves and the newspapers, including The Sun, have repeatedly referred to his drinking, but of course he has denied it on air repeatedly, and he's never sued any of the newspapers. He's never sued The Sun for repeating allegations about his drinking. So for my money, there has been a problem which has been exposed by the newspapers, and it's quite clear now that Lib Dem MPs have been privately for some time now urging him to come clean about it.
And do you think his line has been fair enough? We spoke to Lambert Opic on the programme earlier. A lot of people agree with him that it's part of the essence of alcoholism that you deny it, you're in denial, and that if there is a collective failure on the part of media to understand that, then it's pretty heartless.
I hear what you say, and I heard what Lambert Opic said. My view is that the fact that somebody has an alcohol problem is very, very serious. Newspapers are very understanding about these things.